So the question is, will a child born in the UK automatically get British citizenship? The answer is hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Adedigba Aren. In this video, I want to talk about the possibility of getting British citizenship for a child born to non-British parents. If you are seeing this video, I want to welcome you to 2023. I say Happy New Year, and of course, this is the best time, if I must say, for you to start preparing to travel to your dream country. All right, and that's the reason why I'm here to give you information, make research about countries you can relocate to in case you don't know how to go about it. Alright, so before I set the ball rolling, let's go on a commercial. Let's go on a short break. I'll be right back. Welcome back. I will in this video clarify the confusion here and there about obtaining British citizenship for a child born in the UK by non-British parents or any country recognized by the UK government. What this means is that there are some countries under the British territories in which if a child is born in those countries, they can as well apply for citizenship in the UK. So you can just search those countries under the British territories for you to have an idea. And in case you have forgotten to subscribe to my channel, this is a reminder to click on the subscribe button and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so that you may be notified of my subsequent content once I release them. Let's get back on track. The question has always revolved around becoming a British citizen, and now the question remains, why are so many immigrants in the UK interested in becoming British citizens? Of course, among other reasons, people love to be a significant part of a community that allows them to explore, a community that gives them room for growth and development. And let me say, a very community that respects the very essence of human existence. So it is not out of place to seek for such coverage and talk more of even extending SIM to the children of infants. We know of the other pathway to obtain British citizenship, which includes attaining at least the age of 18 years and settlement in the UK for at least 5 years. Basically means that you must have settled in the UK for at least 5 years before you can apply for British citizenship, and that you are not even planning to leave the UK after that period, most especially at the time of making your application, as part of the requirements set aside by the UK government if you are applying for for your indefinite leave to remain in the UK. And also obtaining a settled status, and this settled status is actually an arrangement, or should I say an agreement by the UK government with other participating countries under the British territories, or your ILR, which is known as the indefinite leave to remain. And of course, generally speaking, this is a very important and critical document you will provide for you to apply for citizenship. So these are some of the requirements, and some others I will not talk about in this video because we are more focused on British citizenship for a child born by non-British parents. The orientation has always been that, or let me say the belief of an average immigrant has always been that the moment they give birth in the UK, whether they got pregnant in the country or the pregnancy crossed many seas only to be delivered in the UK, the child automatically becomes a British citizen. Well, I cannot say this is true, and at the same time I cannot say otherwise. This is because it largely depends on the unique situation of every individual and the provisions of the UK law. Of course, the UK government has a law guiding that on how to apply for British citizenship. To say no means we will not be able to know some of the conditions before parents can apply for their child's citizenship. I know people who are very close to me had that mindset of getting British citizenship just because they gave birth in the country or the British territories. So interestingly, I came across a document that gave an explicit explanation about this subject matter. This document states all the requirements non-British parents must meet to apply for citizenship for their children, and the special cases where one can get same without necessarily having to be of a British descent. The documents I'm going to be talking about is the British Nationality Act of 1981, and this gave enormous information about citizenship in the UK and summarily states how one can also become a UK citizen. Firstly, you can become a citizen by birth or by adoption. Another one is by registration. You can also apply to become a citizen by naturalization, among others. And there are some special cases highlighted in the Act leading to British citizenship. You can only know these cases only if you take your time to study. I have attached the link to the British Nationality Act so you can read up and get the correct information by yourself. And to give some general context as to how your child can become a citizen, kindly check this out. So you can apply for citizenship if you have what is called the ILR. This simply means your indefinite leave to remain in the UK or settled status. So basically, I just want to give a general context to how you can apply for citizenship for your children. And to apply, you will have to do that separately as outlined on the UK government websites. So you can apply to register your child for citizenship if they were born outside of the UK and inside the UK before you were granted indefinite leave to remain. So this basically means that if your child was born outside the UK and you don't have ILR yet, you can apply, all right? And of course, your child is not qualified to be a British citizen, but you actually can apply for citizenship for your child if your child was born outside the UK and you've gotten ILR. All right, so that is your indefinite leave to remain, or you have a settled status. And this settled status applies to people from European Union settlement areas. But I don't know if this still remains because of Brexit arrangements. All right, so but you can actually read this up for you to actually know this still exists. You can read the guidance to check if you can apply. So how much does it cost? It costs £1,012 to apply for each child. So let's say you have 5 children, so you can do the math yourself. That's a huge sum of money, you know. All right, but you know it's gonna be worth it, right? So you must pay £80 for your child's citizenship ceremony if they turn 18 during the application process. So this thing is very straightforward. Okay, so when you do not need to apply for your child, so your child may automatically be a British citizen if they were born in the UK and after you were granted indefinite leave to remain. So this basically means that if your child was born in the UK and as at the point your child was given birth to, you've already gotten your indefinite leave to remain in the UK, your child can automatically become a British citizen. All right, so these are the two conditions. They must be given birth in the UK, and then the parents of that child must have gotten their indefinite leave to remain in the UK for them to be able to get automatic British citizenship. That is so you can apply for a child passport if your child is under 16. Of course, that's straightforward. And your child can apply for an adult passport if they are over 16. So that's the basic thing. To answer this question basically, and of course at the beginning of this video I asked if it is possible for a child born in the UK to non-British parents get automatic British citizenship. So I think you already know the answer, and for us to be able to put context into this now means that the only condition for a child born to non-British parent to get automatic citizenship is that they must, number one, the child must be in the UK and that the parents must have gotten the ILR in the UK. That is, the parents must have gotten the indefinite leave to remain in the UK. So that way the child gets automatic British citizenship. So summarily, let's finally know the difference between applying for citizenship by registering and becoming a citizen by birth. To register your child as a citizen, the parent must have gotten the ILR, which is the indefinite leave to remain in the UK, and for your child to be automatically granted the British citizenship status, two things apply. Firstly, they must have been given birth to in the UK. Also, they must have gotten, the parents now must have gotten indefinite leave to remain as at the time the child was born. Take note of that. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give me your likes and then subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Also, do me the favor by sharing to those who might find it helpful. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video.